It's time to meet the teams for this second Division 5 state semifinal. To do that, we go to public address announcer Brian Kuklinski.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Rest Center for this Division 5 WIAA semifinal between the Wildcats of Lena and the Clear Lake Warriors. Let's meet the Lena Wildcats. Number 2, Carly Fisher. Number 4, Alabama Lambert. Number 12, Haley Van Art. Number 24, Abby Kostreva. Number 30, Kaylin Cook. Number 34, Layla Collar. Number 40, Maddie Kushner. Number 42, Caitlin Borkovic. Number 44, Haley Boomsma. And number 50, Nadia Shallow. Now let's meet the Clear Lake Warriors. Number 0, Madison Rondo. Number 2, Annalie Munson. Number 11, Alyssa Burbach. Number 15, Addison Kobernick. Number 21, Kim Brinker. Number 31, Shelby Meyer. Number 33, Addison Warner. Number 35, Violet Wood. And number 41, Lydia Burr. Now, fans, let's meet the starting lineup for the Lena Wildcats. At center is a 6'1" junior, number 10, Ava Brooks. At forward is a 5'5" junior, number 14, Hannah Thompson. At guard is a 5'10" sophomore, number 20, Maddie Thompson. At forward is a 5'5" junior, number 22, Callie Fisher. And at guard is a 5'8" senior, number 32, Whitney Potter. The head coach for the Wildcats is Tim Goldschmidt. Now here's the starting lineup for the Clear Lake Warriors. At guard, a 5'8" senior, number 4, Ellie Kress. At forward is a 5'10" senior, number 5, Kate Rosine. At center is a 5'11" junior, number 13, Kaylin Kurt. At forward is a 5'8" senior, number 23, Brenna Peterson. And at forward is a 5'9" senior, number 25, Nora Egger. The head coach of the Clear Lake Warriors is Chad Egger. The referees assigned to this morning's game by the WIAA are Andrew Sislow, Rod Amos, and Stephen Olson.
Starting lineups this morning brought to you by Construction Business Group and Destinations Career Academy, preparing students for a rewarding career as a Wisconsin operating engineer. We'll probably see 7 to 9 girls on both sides here. Both teams able to go a little bit deep. Some senior leadership on the Clear Lake side. And some young up-and-coming talent for Lena for sure.
See them trying to go inside right away. That's been part of their success of getting here to state.
How about a corner 3 to get us started? No. Eggert's battling for the board, and will stay on.
Not afraid to put the ball up right away, and Coach said they do like that deep 3 ball.
Fisher almost thought about it again. This is Brooks, Conference Player of the Year.
See Clear Lake in their 2-3 zone.
And finally, Clear Lake will come away with it. Coach told me all season long he heard some critics saying you can't get to state with a 2-3 zone, but here they are.
They put it in this season, and it's worked for them, and so they're sticking with what works for them.
of travel.
Nice double team inside there to cause the turnover.
Lena wants to go a little bit more up-tempo.
Clear Lake likes to stay in their zone in the half court. So they'll have to get back in transition and set up in their D.
Brooks, 3, a little bit short. This is Eggert, coach's daughter. Valedictorian. A lot of smart girls on the court this week for all divisions.
High basketball IQ and smart off the court as well in the classroom.
Here's Eggert, straight on. Maybe some nerves.
A little bit, I think, to start.
And that pass just a little bit too tall.
Couple possessions, and hopefully both teams can get settled and play their games.
I don't know if it's an advantage to play the second game versus the first. Maybe you get to watch a little bit, or I don't know if the girls would rather just get on the floor and get going. And
kind of simulate it to the regular season. If you do play that second game, and you can sit and watch like you're watching the JV game and do their normal preparation.
Eggert on the drive, stuffed. Brooks comes away with it.
Brooks averages double-double.
How about that tank? Maddie Thompson gets us started here.
Nice athletic tilt by Maddie. And here you see the full court pressure.
The Thompson sisters, Maddie and Hannah. And here's a steal, and Callie Fisher just a little bit too strong. The Thompson girls, transfers from Ocano, have fit in really nicely with this Wildcat squad.
They have. They've gelled very well.
Come the Warriors. Another pass deflected. That was Potter getting her hands on it. She has it down low. Brooks up top for 3.
Brooks there. She can play inside, outside. Very dynamic player.
1,000-point scorer. Getting some D2 and D3 looks right now. And Lena gets the first 5 here this morning. Eggert, floater, yes.
Nice take by Eggert there. Coach's daughter, captain 2-time all-conference player.
And another chance for Clear Lake. This is Kress, who is actually Nora Eggert's cousin.
Lots of family affairs at stake this weekend, which was a really neat experience.
Eggert up top. And a battle down low. It goes to Kaylin Kurtz, who puts it back up and in.
Nice job by Kurtz, keeping that ball up nice and high on the rebound putback.
Another 3.
Team's sure not afraid to shoot that 3-ball this weekend.
Both games in this session, for sure. A little bit short. And Kress brings it across the line. Eggert.
Clear Lake did have 7 threes in their sectional semifinal game.
Coach told me that was huge. Got up to that big lead as Kress hits a 3.
On cue, deep. And we were talking about that before, Nick, with that college three-point line out there. A lot of the teams have been shooting from well behind the high school three-point line.
Well, and when you see Caitlin Clark on TV and on social media every week, hitting from the logos out here, hitting from the city streets, I'm sure these girls are saying, I can do that too.
You betcha.
Timeout on the floor. A message from our statewide sponsors. This is your WIAA network station. Clear Lake has a 7-5 lead early on in this semifinal game. Ellie Kress loves to shoot threes. Takes almost 40% of her team's three-point shots. Hits a big one there.
Over 200 three-point attempts for her this season. And a second-team all-conference player showing it there.
Clear Lake as a team, about 26% from 3, and that's right where Lena is as well, 26%. So both teams certainly wanting to attack inside and then kind of sprinkle in the threes when you get the open look.
Have that balance of the inside-outside game.
Clear Lake has it again. And here's Kress again. Shelby Miller, number 31, down low into the game.
Little 4-out, 1 in from Clear Lake.
This is Peterson. Meyer with somebody, looking for somebody to pass it off to. Now she wants it right back.
Looks like they're soft defending on the post inside, trying to protect that 3.
In no hurry is Clear Lake, looking for the good shot.
Great
Lena.
backdoor cut there, just couldn't get it to fall.
Lena gonna run. Here comes Brooks, stops and pops.
Great recognition of the defense there by Brooks with the pull-up jumper.
Right in the heart of that 2-3 zone.
And break that zone down by attacking the middle of it. And the made basket allows them to apply their full court pressure.
And that pressure is something that Lena implemented kind of late in the season. Started out with, you know, kind of just man-to-man D, and then kind of as Coach Goldschmidt learned more about this squad and what it's capable of, started implementing more full-court pressure. Brooks attacking again, throws it off of Meyer. Get a look at Fisher coming back into the game. Keep an eye on Brenna Peterson, number 23. We're told that she had a taped up pinky finger during the last timeout. You can see the white tape on her finger.
Nice deflection there. That's part of Clear Lake's success in the 2-3 is getting those deflections on the outside.
Turnover, chance for Clear Lake to build on a 3-point advantage. Kress and Eggert were on the same page. The Cousins not able to connect that time.
And Lena on the run.
Fisher.
Great feed there. Recognizing Fisher open underneath the basket in transition.
And as you mentioned, more full court pressure out of a made basket. Rosine, nowhere to go. Long 3. Rosine gets it back, and she'll go to the line.
Rosine not getting as good of a look in the half-court offense, obviously drawing a lot of attention, being one of their top scorers, so having to do some extra work on her own with that offensive board, getting to the line.
Take a look at Rosine's numbers. She and Shelby Meyer leading the way from the free throw line. Rosine 67% and Peterson 72%.
First team all-conference for her this year.
11-9 our score. Lena and Brooks finding Fisher for the nice lay-in. A message now from your local station. This is your WIAA network station. Welcome back to Green Bay. Shout out to both student sections this morning, but especially Clear Lake. The fan bus left the school at 5:15 this morning.
They're lucky they didn't have that first game. They would have had to leave a couple hours earlier, but they said it's kind of like a snow day. There's no school. They have 180 students about in the school, and they're, I think, all here today.
Beautiful drive across Highway 29 this morning. The 2024 WIAA Basketball Championships are brought to you by Rural Mutual Insurance Company. Premiums paid here stay here to keep Wisconsin strong. A proud sponsor of the WIAA Rural Mutual Sportsmanship Award for over 50 years. And it's Callie Fisher in and out. Battle down low, and Brooks going to steal it. Lena resets.
Lena, winners of the Marinette and O'Connell Conference this year. 2 wins in 2 seasons not that long ago, so they've turned the program around and earned their trip to state this year.
One of the more impressive program turnarounds here the last 4 seasons. The senior class graduating last year, but on the bench today for Lena is Natalie McNerlin. She was a senior last year, really helped turn that program around, was one of the girls that took charge, helped change the culture at Lena.
As a volunteer assistant, and it's nice to have those players get back to the program.
Eggert walked with it.
Great double team on the baseline there. Tough spot to give up your dribble.
Lena, in comparison, woke up this morning and drove over only about 35 miles to get to the Resch Center.
But they did win the Rush to the Resch, and they had sold 700 tickets as of Tuesday. So great atmosphere in the Resch this morning already with both D5 games and their community support.
Brooks on the attack, goes to the corner. That is number 2, Carly Fisher, into the game, and it's going to be Brooks inside.
Great high-low look there versus the 2-3, so utilizing the high post. Dumping it off to Brooks.
So if you're Clear Lake, what adjustment can you make there?
They talked about packing the middle more and making the ball come out and making them shoot those outside shots.
On the other end, it's Brooks with the board, looking to push. And now Brooks up top for 3. Shoots about 35% on the season. A big bucket there. Lena by 3.
Clear Lake going back to that 1-4 high set, looking to get some backdoor cuts.
Kurtz working for position inside. Alyssa Burbach, number 11 into the game. Coach describes her as the best athlete on this team. But it's a 3 falling for Peterson.
Peterson, a second-team all-conference player. Shoots right around the team average at 26% from the three-point line.
More substitutions. Rosine coming back in. And Hannah Thompson for Coach Goldschmidt's Wildcats. Chad Eggert there looking on. 3rd season with Clear Lake. Also spent time with Amory and New Richmond in the northwest corner of the state.
Coach Eggert said he hasn't had to do a lot of coaching the tournament run. The kids have made him look pretty darn good.
Yeah, they had a conference loss to Shell Lake, and kind of ever since then, the girls realized, hey, we got something special here, and we need to play like we are capable of. And as you mentioned, Coach has not had to do a lot of coaching down the stretch. A senior-laden team that maybe surprised itself a little bit by making it to state. They knew they were a really good squad, but able to execute down the stretch here and return to the Resch. Eggert checking back in, and Kress will sit down. It's Rosine at the line.
Rosine, the youngest of 3 sisters who have played for Clear Lake. She's a 1,000-point scorer, just like her sisters, so all of them in the record books.
And those 2 sisters were part of that 2020 team that unfortunately didn't get to play here at the Resch, but had an outstanding season. And that's why getting back here today is so important for the Clear Lake community, because it stung, right? I mean, so many teams around our state were feeling it that weekend, but Clear Lake in particular, they felt like they could win the gold ball that year. And
you work so hard all season, you get there and then have to turn around and go home. So yes, wonderful that they're able to get back, and again, the community support.
So multiple Clear Lake families and classes hoping for a good result today. More substitutions here. And now a timeout on the floor. A message from your local station. This is your WIAA network station. Welcome back to the Rush. 16-14 Clear Lake with the lead, and as you might expect with a tight score, a lot of the statistics pretty even so far. We're going to talk about shot selection, 2s versus 3s.
You take a look there, and pretty balanced on both sides with the 2s versus 3s. Again, Lena with the high-low versus the zone, and Clear Lake doing a good job of keeping track of shooters, with the exception of that big 3 by Brooks.
Eggert and Kress playing catch up top. Told me earlier this week that they didn't spend a lot of time together early on in their childhoods, but when they came together here at Clear Lake for school, then they really started to bond. Potter surveying. Brooks.
Clear Lake extending the pressure out on the perimeter a little bit more.
As you mentioned earlier, maybe packing that zone, the interior of that zone a little bit. That's going to be...
Saw Brooks draw the double team there, so that's what they're trying to do. Collapse on her, make the ball come back out.
The 2024 WIAA Basketball Championships are brought to you by Menards. Save big money at Menards on all of your home improvement needs.
Clear Lake was here yesterday to watch the Baldwin-Woodville, being close by, get a feel for the tournament state scene.
Sat right next to McDonald Central. The Max played last night, lost a heartbreaker to Cuba City. It was a thrilling game.
It's been a great weekend of basketball this fall.
Lena with a chance to tie or take the lead.
Brooks drawing the attention of 2-3 defenders now.
Alabama Lambert, number 4, with a pass to Brooks. Lambert and Thompson kind of shared that 5th starter role this season. Some more cross-court passing here. Trying to get an open look for Potter, who cans it.
Nice inside, outside, good ball movement on offense there to get that open 3 look.
And Lena goes back in front. Eggert gonna drive, walled off, but gets a whistle.
One of her strengths, attacking from the right side. Nice change of pace there to draw the foul.
Foul goes to Thompson, her first. Kurtz able to corral it. She'll go to the line. There's a quick 2, sorry.
64% free throw shooter, honorable mention all conference player.
The lone junior in this lineup, 4 seniors surrounding her.
And Coach talked about that senior laden experience, helping them get back to state.
It's a good variety, though. 3 sophomores in the rotation, a freshman in Burbach. We mentioned she's an outstanding athlete. Eggert, steal.
See her length at the top of the zone there with Eggert. Getting that deflection and steal.
This one goes against Lambert.
Coach Goldschmidt yelling at his girls to make the easy pass.
And now Clear Lake goes back to work, up by 1. Eggert weaving her way through traffic, no.
Nice take by Eggert, just couldn't get it to fall.
Brooks working on a double-double. Already has 10 points, and she's halfway there in rebounds.
And that's about what she averages for the season.
Potter, another 3.
Potter, a 31% three-point shooter in the season, honorable mention all-conference player.
Her and Brooks are the two best three-point shooters on the team. Eggert passed up an open look. Kurtz surveys, hands to Kress, but lost it. Brooks with another takeaway.
Good defensive read there, taking that handoff away.
That ball was kicked. Three-point shooting was not a story in the first game. A little slow start here, but the last 3 buckets for Lena have all been from beyond the arc. And some of those, as we've talked about, came from behind that black arc, which is obviously a little bit deeper than the high school line. And a travel. Good first half. 3-point shot starting to fall for the Wildcats. And they have a 20-18 lead as we step aside. A message from our statewide sponsors. This is your WIAA network station. Hey, don't forget to stick around for the Jones Dairy Farm halftime report coming up at the end of the half. Scott Emmerich, our sideline reporter for today's game. He'll have an interview with both teams on both sides of the break.
Again, get a look at both crowds, both bands. Love the atmosphere at the Rush today.
And if you're not bringing a full drum kit, you're not doing it right anymore. I mean, all 4 teams in this Division 5 bracket have brought some impressive music hardware.
We saw an electric guitar yesterday, some phenomenal mascots last game. We've got it all going on here today at the Rush.
Space Ponies is my new favorite nickname for high school sports. And we'll get to see the Space Ponies on Saturday.
Clear Lake running a set out of the timeout here.
Kurtz to Kress. Kurtz walked, lost her balance, trying to back down her defender.
Good job by Brooks, just playing straight up there. Coach Goldschmidt asking the team to spread out more, spacing.
Maddie Thompson and Kurtz battling. Wildcats get it, and there is Callie. No, Brooks, second chance. No. Kurtz away with it. Here comes Eggert. Kress, open 3.
Pace of the game speeding up a little bit more Lena's favor, as that's how they like to play.
Potter upset with herself. That pass went off the shin of her teammate. Great idea, though.
A couple great passes the last 2 possessions for them. Just couldn't get a bucket to fall, and that one knocked out of bounds.
Meyer checking back in for Clear Lake. Ball still loose. Eggert now finally gets it.
See the full court pressure from Lena.
Minute and a half to play here in this first half. It's been a great battle, back and forth, tight game. Rosine too strong. Meyer gets it back, puts it in.
Nice job by Meyer there, keeping the ball up nice and high. Getting that offensive put back.
And we're tied at 20. Hannah Thompson, skip pass, Brooks. Able to get it just in time.
Little extra space on the college court to save that one.
A lot of teams do come over here and practice. St. Norbert or UW Green Bay, Clear Lake, or some of those other west side schools will go to like UW River Falls or UW Stout, just a chance to get some exposure on that bigger court.
And I think that is an important aspect of preparing for state. So thank you to all the local facilities and college facilities in the state that are able to help out with that.
Lambert hits another 3.
Lambert, usually a defensive player, high energy, full court defender, but there you see her offensive.
That ball goes off Lambert, but we'll take another look at the 3 moments ago. She had a chance in the corner, and then, all right, I'm taking this one. I'm too open.
Brooks again drew that fender away from her and dished it back, and she nailed it.
Three-point shooting picking up here. Take a look at the numbers. I wouldn't say it's either team's strength, but when the opportunities are there, both teams not afraid to let it fly.
And both coaches had alluded to that as being part of their game plan for today.
Meyer going against Brooks. Brooks wins that battle. Potter, open look for three.
Let's give Clear Lake another chance to have another possession here before the end of the half.
Playing for one shot here?
You bet.
Okay. See what Coach Eggert has drawn up. Meyer calling for it, but Brooks with another takeaway. And now the Cats have 8 seconds to work with. Hannah Thompson going to put it up. And that, oh, they're going to count that.
Good job by Lena, playing through the buzzer. They always play no matter what, until that buzzer or the whistle sounds.
Chad Eggert wants an explanation here. Take another look.
One of the benefits of playing an arena at the Rush here, you have the red light signaling when the time ran out, buzzer went off, and they have the opportunity to go back and take a look at that.
So it's going to count. It's going to be 25-20 as we go to halftime. Good back and forth battle here. The 2-3 matchup. Second Division V semifinal. Scott Emmerich is standing by with Lena head coach Tim Goldschmidt.
Thanks, Nick. Tim, you guys 5 of 10 from three-point range here in the first half. How crucial has that been for you?
Very crucial. It's been part of our game lately, the couple of weeks in our success. I mean, we got some big girls that can score inside. So if they're going to pack you down, we're going to kick it out, and hopefully we hit the threes today we have so far, and hopefully it continues the second half.
I saw you dialing some stuff up on the whiteboard here as you're walking off. I don't want you to share any secrets here, but what kind of adjustments you got coming up?
So far, so good. I mean, I don't think we need to adjust a few things. Just a couple bad decisions and making sure that we take care of the little things. I think we'll be all right the second half.
Thanks, Tim. See you in the second half. All right, Nick, back to you.
Thank you so much, Scott. Jones Dairy halftime report on the other side of this timeout. A message from our statewide sponsors. This is your WIAA network station. Thanks so much, Brad. You know, really back and forth game. 6 lead changes, 5 ties. Largest lead by either team was 5 points in the first half.
And that's where we're at now. Lena 5 for 10 from the three-point line with 8 assists. Just doing a great job sharing the ball. Inside, outside game. Finding the open person on the perimeter.
Let's take a look at our first half highlights and how we got here to this 25-20 score. Eggert, the floater to get things started. And three-point shooting, a big story in the first half. Kress hitting a 3 there.
Clear Lake has also hit a couple threes.
On the other end, Fisher, the easy conversion, and then another 3. Clear Lake with 3 of them in the first half. Lena with 5, and here's a couple from the Wildcats. This is Potter.
Again, Coach Goldschmidt said if they're going to pack it in, they'll find the shooters on the outside. So look for Clear Lake to be making some adjustments to their zone after half here.
Take a look at the first half numbers. What stands out? I see free throws.
Clear Lake has been to the line 6 times, and Lena hasn't been there at all. So look for them to try to attack the basket a little bit more, and if they're scoring more of their points, to get more trips to the line.
And a look at the leading scorers. 5 different Wildcats have scored. 6 different Clear Lake Warriors have scored so far.
Again, we have Brooks leading with her double-double average, almost there, and ready for a great second half.
Had a great finish to the first game of this Division V tournament. Looks like the second one might be heading there too. We've got more basketball right after this timeout. A message now from your local station. This is your WIAA network station. ready to start the second half. Scott Emmerich caught up with Clear Lake head coach Chris Eggert moments ago.
Chad, they got off to a kind of a hot start. You were able to answer. What did you like about how your girls played in that first half?
Well, that was huge. We struggled early to score, and then we held off their little run, got back into the game. Defensively, is what we do. We keep ourselves in the game and give her a chance to get our offense rolling.
They got hot from the three-point range there at the end of the half. There, any kind of adjustments on that?
Well, we just got to know where their shooters are, and keep the ball out of the paint the best we can, and then close out on their shooters.
All right, Chad, good luck second half. Good to be with you. Nick, back to you.
Thanks, Scott. Brooks putting a bucket through to start the second half, and now some more full court pressure from the Wildcats as they have a 7-point lead, largest lead of the day. Rosine inside.
Nice finish by Rosine on the left-hand side there. Again, Clear Lake coming in and attacking right away.
Rosine averages almost 13 points a game, only had 3 in that first half.
Look for them to go to her a little bit more this half.
Brooks in between 3 defenders, and it's stolen away by Kress.
Good double team in the post and rotation there to come away with the steal by Clear Lake.
And a tie up here. Clear Lake will keep possession. Fisher almost had a takeaway.
She's an aggressive defensive player, high energy.
Rosine surveys. Kurtz on Brooks. Going right at her.
Clear Lake being a little more aggressive the second half here on the offensive end.
Running the break. And Eggert's going to get whistled for the foul. That will send Fisher to the line. Fisher, 55% free throw shooter on the season.
And I believe that was the first free throw attempt for Lena this game.
The junior's second try. Rattles home. 7-point ball game again.
Which then allows them to extend their full court pressure.
Kress on the run. And that's going to go against Fisher.
Coach Eggert talked about some of the adjustments, making it half defensively, but I think offensively they've done a better job of looking to attack.
Rosine doesn't get it to drop, but she'll go to the line. As you mentioned, maybe feeding Rosine a little bit more here in the second half.
Rosine, a 3-time All-Conference player, first team All-Conference this year. Again, following in the footsteps of her sisters.
In and out on the second. And another whistle. Nice hustle by Brenna Peterson to get it back.
Peterson, one of the team captains, a second team All-Conference player for the Warriors.
That's 3 quick fouls on Lena here to start the second half. Both coaches a little concerned coming into the game with foul trouble, just with the depth of the teams. As we mentioned, they're going to play 7 to 9 kids, but when your leading scorer is getting a little bit of foul trouble, that drastically changes the game plan at both ends.
Clear Lake and the adjustments they made to their 2-3.
Fisher.
And half.
section's getting into a little bit more here in the second half. Maybe now that they've woken up. That was a long bus ride this morning for Clear Lake.
And 5 o'clock in the morning is early for high school students to get up.
I had to walk 2 blocks today, and I don't know if I would have been able to get up at 5 a.m. Pass stolen away from Maddie Thompson.
Another nice double team in the post. Come over with the steal.
It's hard to get any clean looks right now. Rosine contested, and this will go out of bounds.
Both teams playing pretty scrappy, getting after it a little bit more. Realizing what's on the line.
Trip to the D5 championship game tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. against the Space Ponies.
Albany Monticello. See Lena changing up their offensive scheme a little bit, having Brooks run baseline instead of getting in the high post.
Thompson, open look. And it'll go out of bounds and belong to Clear Lake. A break in the action, a message from our statewide sponsors. This is your WIAA network station. Welcome back to the Rest Center. 29-24 Lena. Both these teams pride themselves on their defense.
They do, which is why you're seeing a little bit of a lower scoring game. And again, 2 different styles of defense, and they've stuck with it all season, and it's what has gotten them here.
Clear Lake 20 times helped them win that West Lakeland Conference title.
6th conference title in history.
Another whistle. 4th foul on Lena here in the second half, and that's Burbach, who, as Coach mentioned to us, Burbach might be the best athlete on this Clear Lake team, and that's saying more about Burbach, I think, than any of the other kids. You know, a lot of great athletes on this Clear Lake squad. But
a lot of times they're not necessarily pure basketball players, but athletes, and can do work with athletes.
Burbach, just a freshman, averaging 4 points a game and shoots 62% at the line. 2 good-looking shots there. More substitutions for Clear Lake as Kurtz and Eggert come back in. Watch live streaming coverage of the WIAA tournaments along with stories about the teams, players, scores, and more from across the state. The Magic of March app is sponsored by Delta Dental of Wisconsin and is available free at the App Store. Download now to get in on the action. Brooks gets hammered down low.
Lena changing up their offensive set versus that zone with the baseline runner. Put Brooks back inside on the low block.
First foul on Peterson, number 23 for Clear Lake.
She thought about it.
Lambert has hit a big one in the first half. Instead, they go inside to Brooks. No, Meyer gets the board.
Nice give and go, just a little too hard on the leg.
One thing I've noticed from watching all of the games so far this week is it's so tough when the girls get close up and, you know, they're expecting some contact or maybe they're just a little bit off balance. It's so tough to finish when you get close to the rim.
Yeah, we have seen teams be able to get to the rim but not quite finishing around the rim. And so whether it's not there, expecting the contact and it's not there, but they're getting there. And
certainly the environment's a little bit different. You know, the background, the depth perception just a little bit off here at the Rest Center versus a home high school gym. Eggert gonna try a 3, yes.
It is with Brooks flying out at her, so nice stick by Eggert there from behind the arc.
Tied again. 3-point shooting has been there for both teams today.
Burbach taking it to the rim, kicking it back out for Eggert to hit that open three.
And no hesitation.
Not at all. She was focused and locked in on that shot.
And so we're tied again at 29.
Get a look at the Clear Lake team there during the timeout. They've learned a lot through the season, especially from their losses. They've learned that they had to play the whole game, and being down and now coming back, that's a credit to how they've been tested throughout the season.
Yeah, it was a loss to Baldwin-Woodville. The game was at 9:30 in the morning, so, you know, comparable to a state tournament. Played well early, just couldn't close out Baldwin-Woodville, and the Blackhawks, of course, played here at state yesterday. So
and I know Coach was grateful for that experience because they had a Friday night game the night before with an early Saturday morning, and said, let's simulate the state experience. We'll have to play back-to-back.
Brooks walked with it. She's one rebound away from a double-double. Potter up top on defense. Now Brooks and Maddie Thompson and Carly Fisher there.
Nice job defensively by Lena. Triple team when the ball went in there.
Another battle for the ball down low. It's been such a battle all day long.
Clear Lake extending their zone a little bit. A little more gap in the middle of the paint.
Potter passes through the lane. Brooks now going against three defenders. Up top, Maddie Thompson.
Great job by Clear Lake to make that ball come back out, but Clear Lake recognizing that and dishing it back out for that inside-out game.
Eggert with a chance to push here.
Good decision by Eggert. She knew the whole way she was attacking that rim and either getting an and one or a trip to the line.
Brooks got back in time, but came down with that arm, gets the whistle. And that'll put Eggert at the line.
Eggert, a 53% free throw shooter. First team all-conference player.
One of the four seniors in the starting lineup for this Warriors team.
Coach's daughter, like we have mentioned, and when Coach Eggert took the position at Clear Lake, she decided to come along with him for the ride.
And the Eggerts used to come to state every year to watch, as so many coaches do. If you look just behind both benches, you'll see a number of head coaches that sit in those first 2 or 3 rows. And Coach Eggert told me, you know, we would just walk across the corner of the court just to say that we were on the floor. And so it was kind of a pinch me moment, I'm sure, this morning when Chad walked out onto the floor. And he gets to be here now for real. He's part of the state tournament.
Full presence on the floor, and I love that story. You know, and like you have mentioned, so many coaches and younger girls in the stands hoping to get here someday. I remember growing up myself as a basketball player, going to the field house in Madison and doing the same thing.
And then, of course, leading Oshkosh West to the state tournament a few times.
So many great memories, and you know, just an honor to be back and be a part of it as part of the broadcast now and tell the stories of these teams and communities.
Brooks to the line. She has 14 points today, looking to add to it.
Creeping up on a season average of 19. Again, she's drawing some D2 and 3 schools interest.
Averaging a double-double this season. Press controls, brings it across. Clear Lake now down by 3. It's been a back-and-forth seesaw game all morning long. Thompson hit that big 3 moments ago. Gives it up to Brooks.
Eggert on the top of that zone, getting deflections with her length.
Brooks attacking. She'll go to the line.
Nice job by Brooks, recognizing the one-on-one opportunity and attacking the rim.
5 team fouls on Clear Lake. Both teams sitting at 5 right now in this second half. Lena back at state for the first time since 1991. They won state back in 1980, the Class C division.
Coach Goldschmidt said he had some members of that 1980 state championship team come and visit with the girls this week, and he was a senior in high school that year, I believe.
You hear that from schools all across the state, having the alumni come back and share what their experience was like and what it's going to take to win here at the Resch Center. Chance for Lena to run. Thompson attacking. Draws the foul. Eggert.
Nice job by Eggert getting back in transition, just wasn't set.
That's only her second. One more, and Lena's going to be in the bonus.
Maddie Thompson leads and controls the offense for this Lena team by setting the pace of the game. She also has D2 and 3 school interests and is a first-team all-conference player.
Just a sophomore. Battle down low. Brooks has it, but I believe she stepped on the line. And that'll send us to a timeout on the floor. A message from your local station. This is your WIAA network station. They're trying to start the wave here at the Resch. One day of basketball.
It has been so far. Like I mentioned, great energy in the building.
Future Wildcats looking on.
And the camera crew doing a great job of finding those cuties in the crowd.
We've got the best crew in the business.
Both teams, schools, communities showing up big time to support their teams.
Burbach trying to chase it down.
Stumbled on the release there a little bit, wasn't able to catch up to it, but great press break look on the after the timeout there.
And now Lena gets a chance to build on a 5-point advantage.
Look for Brooks and Thompson to look for each other a little bit more. They really play off of each other well, play well together.
As you mentioned, right there, right together.
It's a dynamic duo, 2-person game.
Seventeen fouls now on Clear Lake. And Kurtz, the first to reach 3 fouls for the Warriors.
Quick substitution for her with 10 minutes still left in the ball game and having 3 fouls.
So Thompson at the line. And let's see if Clear Lake wants to push. It's just a wall of defenders down there on the baseline, but an open look for 3 from Lambert won't go, or excuse me, not Lambert, Kress won't go.
Both teams kind of going a little bit cold from the 3-point line in the second half here, so that you can't rely on that all the time.
We just like to sprinkle it in. Hannah Thompson had the ball knocked away. It'll belong to Clear Lake.
Nice interior defense there by Clear Lake. Number 31, Shelby Meyer, playing straight up. Tough to shoot into that height.
Burbach going to take a seat. Press to inbound. Rosine.
Look for Rosine to start to try and take over a little bit more here, being the team's leading scorer.
6 points so far today. She dishes to Meyer. And using that height to her advantage. And like you mentioned before today, she keeps that ball so high that helps her get that shot off.
That's key when you're playing in the post.
Brooks going to penetrate. Meyer with another board. And that time maybe keeping it up high cost her.
She brought it back down, and that's when they were able to tie it up.
So the ball belongs to Lena. More substitutions. Hannah Thompson, Potter, Whitney Potter coming back in. Carly Fisher checks out. Every possession becoming more and more important down the stretch.
So critical to take care of the ball and get good looks on the offensive end.
Let's see if Brooks and Potter or Maddie Thompson will work together. It's Potter inside, gathers, won't go.
Nice
Ball is
little give and go there.
Here comes Clear Lake. Peterson. Tight defense and a whistle.
Double team on top there. Just a little too aggressive.
He goes against Fisher, and she has 3 now. And the foul's evening out a little bit now. Lena has 6, Clear Lake 7. So a lot of free throws coming up.
And that might have to become part of the game plan here too, is attacking the rim more, being more aggressive, trying to get to the free throw line.
Clear Lake has the better free throw numbers as a team, 62%. You think about Kate Rosine though, 67%. Brenna Peterson would be a good person at the line, but most of that starting lineup is 60% or better for Clear Lake. Eva Brooks is the one you want shooting if you're Lena down the stretch here. And another shoe on the line. Coach saying don't lose somebody inside. I couldn't quite hear who he wanted. Open look up top. Won't go. Another rebound for Brooks. She's got a double-double today.
I believe she had 20 points and 20 rebounds in one of their tournament games.
Sectional final. The win over Pittsville here to get to the rec center. Eggert, Rosine able to gather it, but won't finish.
I like Clear Lake's attacking the basket there. Just couldn't get him to fall.
Another attack and the body check.
Lambert headed to the line. Just a 30% free throw shooter. We'll see if she can help extend the team's lead here.
As I mentioned earlier, she and Hannah Thompson kind of splitting that 5th starter position role. Lambert known for her defense and her hustle. And a lane violation on Clear Lake and Meyer. So Lambert's going to get another shot here.
Let's see Brooks going over to give her a little pep talk.
Strong again for an offensive board for Maddie Thompson. Potter, 3-pointer. Good hustle by Lambert to try and save it, but the ball belongs to Clear Lake. Eight minutes to go.
Nice ball pressure by Lambert there.
I can see why both coaches have implemented the defenses that they run, because these girls are so athletic and they can play lockdown defense.
And it really fits the personnel that they have too, so credit to the coaches for recognizing that.
Thompson on Rosine, count it.
Nice job by Maddie there, attacking the rim.
Take another look. Fast break points benefiting the Wildcats here.
Focused and dialed in the whole way, running the end one.
Thompson looking for her 8th point. Substitution, Meyer going to step out for Clear Lake as Kurtz comes back in. Lambert a little slow to get up. Eggert for 3. Lambert favoring one leg, it looks like, right now.
The high post look, Kurtz and Rosine up there.
She's going to come out at the next whistle. Rosine on Maddie Thompson here. Deep 3 for Kress. Thompson give and go. What a pretty play.
Textbook fastball right there. Great recognition. Good teamwork.
And Coach Chad Eggert wants a timeout. Talk things over. 8-point deficit now for Clear Lake. Beautiful give and go on the other end from Lena.
So unselfish. Great recognition. Finishing at the rim and a big bucket to put them ahead by 8.
So the lead is 8 points now. It's been a pretty close game all morning, but Lena able to find some separation here.
Lena with a little bit more offensive weapons and power, and so that's starting to show as they are pulling away a little bit. Look for Clear Lake to maybe change some things up defensively after the timeout. Again, look to hopefully be a little bit more aggressive on the offensive end, attack the rim, get to the free throw line, try to get some points that way as well. The last give and go play by Lena there. Coach Goldschmidt said their success has come from a group of girls that get along great and are very unselfish, and that was a perfect demonstration of that right there.
Looks like maybe an ankle for Lambert getting attended to on the sideline.
I was going to comment, she was pretty bruised up looking at her legs, so it looks like she hits the deck often, and with how hard she plays, it's no surprise.
Foul inside, a hold. And Kurtz will get free throws.
Good job again, that adjustment after the timeout, coming in looking to attack the basket on offense.
Bonus free throws for Kurtz. 64% on the season.
Anytime when you're down, you can stop the clock and put points on the board. That's a bonus.
Jump ball, I was going to say, looks pretty even there. We've got a break in the action. Good finish in store here. A message from your local station. This is your WIAA network station. Nikki and Nick back with you here from Green Bay. Check out the score by half. Now remember, Lena got the bucket right at the buzzer, so it was, pretty much a 3-point lead up until the final moments. 15-13 here. Pretty even.
It is pretty even, and basketball is a game of runs, and we've seen plenty of comebacks this weekend already, so we still have quite a bit of game left in store yet.
Rosine won't get it to go. Maddie Thompson on the run. Dishes. Well dropped, though. Unselfish play.
Nice job by Lena, beating the defense down the floor so they couldn't get set up.
Rosine unable to corral that pass, just a little too tall.
Coach Goldschmidt talked about the Wildcats being well conditioned and being able to outlast most teams with their pressure defense.
And that extra 10 feet that we've talked about here on the college court certainly adds up over the course of an hour and a half, 2 hours.
It does. We see Clear Lake extending their pressure a little bit on the perimeter and out of their zone.
More free throws coming. Both teams in the bonus. The 2024 WIAA Basketball Championships are brought to you by Construction Business Group and Destinations Career Academy, preparing students for a rewarding career as a Wisconsin operating engineer.
Van Ark, a 50% free throw shooter. Again, known more for her defense than offense.
And Rosine checks out with 4 fouls. Still about 6 minutes to go in this game.
And that's tough when one of your top players picks up that 4th with this amount of time left. So it'll be interesting to see how long he lets her sit on the bench, especially if they need her on the offensive end.
Pretty balanced scoring from Clear Lake today. Everyone on the floor has at least 4 points. Coach talked about that when I visited with him earlier in the week. You know, they don't really have that one girl that demands the ball and wants to be the lead scorer. They'll take whoever can contribute. Brooks laying it in. She is the leading scorer today. 19 points now.
Going back to Clear Lake, Coach said no one cares who scores or gets the credit, and that is obviously showing today.
Another whistle inside. Like you mentioned a few minutes ago, maybe that game plan needs to be attack the rim, go to the line.
I think that's their best bet right now, since they've gone a little bit cold from shooting from the field.
Look at Kurtz's numbers so far today. 64% free throw shooter on the season. Burbach back in, number 11. Substitutions both sides here. Kress heading to the bench.
Might see that a little bit more too as we wind down substitutions in and out from both teams, offensive, defensive schemes.
Especially with the foul trouble that we're starting to see. And that's going to be a jump ball.
Great job by both teams, hustling, scrappy, getting after it.
Nobody is afraid to dive on the deck today.
When a trip to a state championship game is on the line, I wouldn't be afraid either.
It's going to be a special story continuing for one of these programs. And Lena now really starting to pull away. It's a 9-point advantage. All the pressure on Clear Lake here.
Clear Lake extending their pressure, which left the middle of the zone open, and they're able to get the basket there.
Brooks all over Meyer. Burbach inside to Eggert, who won't go. Lena with a chance to run. Pass ahead. Fisher, heavy contact. She's going to earn a trip to the free throw line. Kurtz drawing the foul.
Callie Fisher, a high energy player. You see that from her right there.
4 fouls on Kurtz. She and Rosine both have 4. So you're 2 of your top 3 scorers sitting with 4 fouls.
You see Rosine coming back in, Kurtz going out. So maybe that's a substitution coach will make, one for the other. But at some point, if they're able to stay away from their 5th foul, I think he's going to need both of them on the floor.
Time starting to become a factor. 4.5 to go. 9-point deficit for the Warriors. Eggert lets it fly.
Nice driving kick. Draw that defender. Kick to Eggert in the corner. She nails it.
Confident shot, too.
You bet. No doubt in her mind.
Big bucket for Clear Lake. Maybe that'll spark them. Brooks can't get it to go, but an offensive board. Lambert back in the game after the bruise to the leg. And I think she's still maybe nursing something here. Lena's going to call timeout. We'll keep it here.
Lena played at the Just a Game field house back in January and used it as a team-building experience. They stayed in a cabin for 2 days as a team, and you hear about a lot of the teams doing that now, whether it's a retreat at the beginning of the season or doing a holiday tournament somewhere, and it just helps that team bonding and helps the team grow stronger.
And who's going to turn down a trip to Wisconsin Dells?
I wouldn't. Wisconsin Dells, Florida.
I've never heard of Wisconsin Dells, Florida.
Oh. I haven't been there myself either.
Okay. Hey, the way this winter has gone, Wisconsin has kind of felt like Florida at times. We showed you the foul trouble there just a moment ago. Both teams with 3 girls really in some foul trouble. You got the 4 fouls on Clear Lake with Rosine and Kurtz. You've got 3 on Maddie Thompson, 4 on Fisher, and 3 on Hannah Thompson.
Nice dish from Fisher to Thompson there to extend the lead.
Level of aggression, right? Not going anywhere. Peterson walked with it.
Good idea of wanting to get to the rim and attack. Just took an extra step.
And we see Burbach with some extended pressure. I don't, Clear Lake, do they have to come out now?
I think they do have to, and you see them extending a little bit, and you see Coach Goldschmidt asking his Wildcats to spread it out. And they're trying to run a little clock here.
Burbach shaken up. Peterson on the floor. Double bonus free throws. Brooks, 19 points, 13 rebounds today.
Second in the conference in both field goal percentage and free throw percentage. Missing a rare one there.
He already made 3 at the line. She's the one you want at the line down the stretch for Lena.
Yep, your scoring leader, the most consistent one. 70% free throw shooter.
Kress, hard to the rim. Second chance. Burbach draws a whistle.
Again, good job by Clear Lake attacking there. Great offensive rebound by Burbach.
And that's going to be 5 on Fisher. Callie Fisher.
That was the gamble coach was taking, leaving her in with the 4 fouls. Obviously confident that he had someone that could come in off the bench and replace that role.
Fisher has 6 points today. Couple of assists. Burbach with a free throw.
62% free throw shooter.
And every one of these so important for Clear Lake now.
Again, with the clock stopped, freebie points.
Good looking free throw shot from the freshman. But it's Lena still by 7. And an aggressive take from Maddie Thompson.
See that give and go in transition there.
Worked so well earlier. Why not go back to it?
That's right. Stick with what's working.
And Rosine with a big hug for Coach Eggert, the senior.
Such
fouling
a
out.
Tough moment. You see all the emotions there. Worked so hard all their career, and Rosine had a great one, that's for sure.
1,000-point scorer. You mentioned her sisters.
She has definitely left her mark on the program as well.
But nobody on the court today has any reason to feel bad about their level of effort.
No, all the girls, all the teams working so hard and worked hard to get here, and rewarded with that experience. So if you're going to end your career and season, might as well be at the Rush, and what a great place to.
All right, Clear Lake with work to do, down 7. Meyer has it in the middle. And a steal. Brooks, she's going to go right at that rim again, lays it in.
Nice job, Brooks. You've seen her do it on both sides of the floor, finishing at the rim, extending that lead.
Brooks taking over here, late. Kress had it denied. Brooks has it again, and Lena has it again.
See Brooks on the defensive end, swatting that one away.
22 points, but her defensive presence has been just as important today. So many defensive rebounds.
Definitely a difference maker on both ends of the floor. even if she's not scoring, she's drawing enough defensive attention to open things up for her teammates.
Brooks helping the Wildcats pull away to a 9-point advantage. One more break in the action here. A message from our statewide sponsors. This is your WIAA network station. Lena has a 9-point lead, just about 2 minutes to go now. Points in the paint decisively in Lena's favor right now.
And that's been key to the game. You know, they have that nice balance inside, outside, and they've been able to attack from both.
Those fast break points certainly factoring in as well. Clear Lake actually has the advantage, but transition points like that.
Yeah, Lena in their up-tempo game has been winning out thus far.
Travel with Carly Fisher in the corner. Clear Lake probably needs to score every possession at this point, or make the free throws when they go to the line.
Yes, they need to get scores in quick here.
Eggerts, the pass, Burbach, tough finish, give her the hoop and the horn.
Nice dish by Eggert there.
Burbach, impressive freshman.
Again, another young freshman, not looking or playing like a freshman on a big stage.
The free throw goes, and we've got a timeout, full timeout by Chad Eggert and the Warriors. Back within 6.
It's not over yet, Nick.
Take me inside the huddles here. What are both sides going to talk about?
I think Clear Lake, you might see, try to extend their pressure a little bit, be more aggressive. And again, they, on the offensive end, have to get scores quick like they just did. Lena's going to want to take care of the ball, maybe try to run a little bit of clock, high percentage shot, or get to the free throw line.
Lena's had a lot of free throw opportunities, haven't really converted a lot of them. I've got them at 7 for 20 from the free throw line today, so I don't know if Clear Lake is aware of that, and I don't know if you strategize around that, but
they might be strategizing, and they might want to fall quick and send them to the line so they get the ball back and have some extra possessions.
There's your free throw numbers today.
So yeah, like you said, they might fall quick. Hoping for a miss, get that rebound, quick score, and increase their number of possessions. And
three-point shooting hasn't really been a story in the second half. Both teams were pretty solid in the first half, and you know, you're missing Rosine now if you're Clear Lake.
Other kids are going to have to look to step up. Look for Eggert to do a little bit more of that. She dished it off in that last possession, but have to be a little more aggressive herself.
Callie Fisher has fouled out for Lena, so a starter on both sides out of the game.
And you see Clear Lake extending their defense here.
Wildcats handle it. Here comes Potter. Tough finish
over the height inside. Nice job. That was a big basket there.
Burbach to Meyer, just out of her reach, and a turnover.
Good idea.
And now a foul. That's going to go against Peterson.
And Clear Lake having to do something they haven't had to do a lot of this season, so a little bit out of their comfort zone and something they're not as familiar with.
That'll be the third foul on Peterson.
Anna Thompson, one of the fifth starter, rotating in and out, so she's got some experience on the year too.
Looking to close this one out at the free throw line. 9-point advantage.
Lena still extending their pressure to slow.
Eggert attacking. Maddie Thompson out of there with it. Pass ahead to Potter. And an open look for Carly Fisher. Won't go. Here comes Clear Lake. Time an issue now. Under a minute to go. Eggert for three. Yes.
She's had a great shooting day. Nice find on the open wing there. Good hit by Eggert. That's a big 3 for them.
2-possession game, 50 seconds to go. Clear Lake down to 1 timeout. This will be a full timeout. Big 3-pointer for the Warriors, trying to stay in this game. Eggert, confident shot, quick release.
Good recognition by Peterson there, finding Eggert on the wing with that 3, going 2 again. One of their leading scorers and playmakers.
So let's talk more strategy. Are you going to foul again and put them at the line? And
with the way Lena's shooting free throws, I would foul, put them at the line, hope for that miss, and again, come down and attack. Attack the rim hard, hope to find Eggert open on the wing or get to the line themselves to stop the clock.
And that's been the game plan all year long for the Warriors, is attack inside, and if the outside shot is there, capitalize on it.
Yep. Clear Lake does have 2 overtime games again. Shell Lake and Webster, and that Shell Lake game, like you had talked about before, was one of the turning points for them this season. They talked about how much losing hurt, and they didn't want to lose again until they got here.
And they've played some great defense since then. Pretty comfortable with wins in the postseason. Had a 9-point win over Turtle Lake in the sectional semifinals. Lena has handled the pressure down the stretch. Burbach with the quick hands.
And that's what she does.
And Lena going to get it ahead to Brooks. She's going to just waste some time. Peterson able to grab that ball for a second. It's a tie-up, and it will belong to Clear Lake.
Good idea by Lena there to pull it out, but it's tough to make the pass backwards towards Clear Lake basket in pressure situations, and good job by Clear Lake coming up with that steal.